Welcome my friends, 7 Gray here. Today I'm finally starting on insulating the roof and the inside of the step van. Part of it's insulated, the walls, but not the back wall and not the ceiling. The first step in that is to add acoustic insulation, and you may know this stuff as Acoustic or similar brands. There's a whole bunch of competing brands in the audio world for those cars that have those crazy subwoofers, and so the cars are vibrating all over the place. So there is a product that is similar to that is a fraction of the cost, and if you look in the discussion forums in the audio world, which is what I did, the car audio world, you'll find many references to this, and it's called Grace Ice and Shield. Let me show you. This is a box here of Grace Ice and Shield. This is the stuff they put on a roof before they put down the shingling so that they can get a water barrier. It's a thick rubber mat here, and it's smooth on one side, on this side here with my thumb, and on the back side here this is sticky material, so this will stick to the metal. And this is the side that goes down on the roof, and this is the side that goes up next to the shingles. So normally this goes down before they put the shingles on, and the audio guys have found that this material is very similar to what's used by the Acoustic people, but again a fraction of the cost, and you can get a giant roll of this. I'll put a link down below for under $100. Oh, I haven't measured it yet, but it's probably 30 inches wide, maybe a little bit wider than that. So this makes a perfect solution for putting an acoustic barrier inside of vans such as a step van, a cargo van, or even your normal steel van like a Chevy van, something like that. This particular roll here was donated to me almost a year ago. I was here in Forest Grove. I got an invitation by one of my subscribers, Ron, over at Six Moon Designs. He designs backpacks and tents and things like that for the ultralight community. And he has a very nice built out Sprinter van, which I did a tour of, and I'll link that above. And that same day after touring the Sprinter van, he asked me about my acoustic insulation for the inside of the step van because I was complaining about the noise, and he gave me a roll of this. So it's been sitting in the back of my step van for almost a year, and I've just been procrastinating. I haven't done anything with it. So thank you, Ron, for this donation. Today is the day that I start installing it. This cut's pretty easy. I'm just using a pair of scissors on it, and you just take it inside. Has a little piece of paper here on the sticky back so you can peel and stick. You don't have to go all the way across on a panel. If you read any of the instructions for the Acoustic, any of those materials like that, you just put a square on, like cover about 1/3 of a panel, and then it does complete sound dampening. So I'm just doing some measurements and cutting so that it's inside approximately half, something like that. Sometimes more, sometimes less, just depends on what's convenient for me, and I've got enough material that I'm okay with doing that. I've got to go inside and see if this sticks okay to the aluminum. I made this one to go in this panel here. Looks pretty good and solid. What you would expect. It seems to be reducing the sound vibration quite a bit. I really like this. This is super easy to put up. It's going to go up really easily in this places. In fact, I may actually take down some of the cedar siding and put this up behind it just because it's really easy to use. Thank you, Ron, again for giving me this product. So I'm going to get it all installed. I encourage you guys to use it. I'll let you know after a few weeks of experience how it goes with how this reduces the sound in here. I just put my first piece up on the roof here, and it is sticking really well. It was a little bit tricky to put it up here by myself, but what I'm doing is I roll down, or I separate about 2 or 3 inches of the material at the start, and get it stuck up on there, and then as I roll it out I just keep removing the paper from the back side until slowly it's rolled out all the way to the other end. But this is going in really easily now, and actually surprisingly so. So what I do is I start peeling off a little bit of the paper here from the back, the first few inches. This gives me enough surface for it to start sticking to the ceiling, and then I start rolling it off after that. Let's see, gotta get it positioned here. Then I just start peeling it off. It's a little bit difficult to do alone, but sometimes if you get your elbows just like this, makes it way easier. I have most of the ceiling finished now. It went up pretty easily. I've done everything except for these areas right next to the ceiling fans, and I'm just getting a little bit tired in my arms and my shoulders from putting my arms and my hands above my head, so I'm going to put that off until tomorrow morning and finish this up. But making great progress for this. The next step after this is putting in polyiso foam in the ceiling and in the back wall back there. Let me show you how this looks. All of these went really well, really smooth up here, with the one exception of this panel here, and that's because I had a screw protruding here, and once I hit that screw I got a little bit off center, and I tried to correct it, and it folded this and made a little waves here. So I've got some wrinkles here, but it's not too bad. I think it'll be okay once I get the polyiso foam over this. I don't think it'll be a big deal at all. But other than that, all of the rest of it looks really spectacular. Looks really good. It's really smooth all the way back. And then back here, the back wall. And then of course I've got this section back here with the ceiling fan as well to do. I'm pretty pleased with that. I think that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. Savor the moment. See you next episode.